Well, hello, welcome to my kitchen. Today I'm doing something a little different. I am making a flower arrangement. This is a Christmas flower arrangement for our table for our family Christmas dinner. We're celebrating a little bit early with Christina, my bonus daughter, her husband, and children. That way they have all the time in the world to spend with the rest of the family. I'm sure you know how that goes. Gosh, we go from house to house to house to house, and so are we. Now, I went to the grocery store and I took advantage of their sale. I have just two little bouquets of flowers. These were $4 a piece, and I also got some greenery. Now I want my table arrangement to be low because you want to make sure that you're able to see the person that's sitting across from you and not obstruct their view. There's nothing more aggravating than, trying to dodge and say, "Hey, how you doing over there? Merry Christmas." Well, I have a square vase. You can use whatever vase that you like. I just happen to think that a square vase looks really pretty. And I've got some of this greenery. And I'm taking this and I'm putting it right in my water. Just snip that. Got a handy dandy little pair of those clippers, cutters. I really don't know. Look at that. That's pretty. And I'm going to take one more just to make sure that I'm covering all sides since this is glass. And that goes right in. Now this is going to serve two purposes. Not only is it pretty, but it's going to help my flowers to stick up and be beautiful and stand up straight. But doesn't that look good? Oh yeah, I like that. Now, let's look at what flowers we got. I'm going to start with these pretty white ones. And what you're going to do is cut the flowers. I'm going to start on the outer perimeter. And so I want this nice and low. So I'm cutting just enough to where the flowers will stick out and it hits the other side of my vase. And I'm going to put some white ones on the other side. Make sure when you cut your flowers, you always cut on the bide. Super important. It helps your flowers to last longer. Cut just a little bit more. Yay. What all have we got here? Got these beautiful roses. Now I'm going to cut these a little bit longer because I want these to stand up. And I'm just going to leave them like that for the moment. And as I start filling, these are going to stand up nice and tall. Just want to make sure that I get all my center flowers in first, and then I'm going to start filling with lots of greenery. My grandmother was a florist. This is my grandmother Adams, my father's mother. She really did a lot of things pro bono. I can still remember when I was a little girl and I would load up in her station wagon and she would have these beautiful arrangements that she would drop off to churches and put them at the pulpit. They're so beautiful, and she never charged those churches. That was something that she loved to do in her way of giving. What I would not give to be able to go back and talk to her today. She was an amazing, amazing woman, and so was my grandfather. So blessed that I had wonderful grandparents. Now, as you can see, I'm cutting this greenery, and I want to stick this out on the sides a little bit because this is going in the center of my table, and I just want a little bit of greenery to lay out. What all have we got? A couple of more white ones. Now I knew that I would need some filler. So I went out in the yard and I got just a little bit more. This is an inexpensive thing that you can do. You don't have to buy all of that expensive greenery. Just go out in your yard and look and see what's pretty and what's going to work. This is going all around. Now, I'm going to take these roses, just situate them just the way that I want to. My granddaughter Annabelle is especially going to love these roses. I know she'll take one home with her. Her middle name is Annabelle Rose. She's named after her grandmother, her great-grandmother actually, Christina's mother's mother. And she is the sweetest, sweetest lady. Now I'm taking a little of this baby's breath and I'm going to put this all around. Look at this. Oh, that looks so pretty. You don't have to get the baby's breath in the water. This is something that actually looks almost as pretty dried as it does fresh. So don't be afraid to just stick little fillers here and there, and if they don't reach down into the water of the vase, that is quite all right. I've got a little bit of this greenery left, and this is much too long to put on the top, but it does need a little something sprouting out. So what I'm going to do is take this and just half it, and in it goes. And now you have two pieces instead of one, and no one will be the wiser. Now this is starting to look like Christmas. I'm going to do the same thing with this. Actually, there's a little stem. Can you see this right here? I'm going to cut in that break. Oh, my oven just went off. Prime rib's about to go in. And let's just put this one right over here. There. And I'll add this over here to even it out. One last little bunch of baby's breath. My wax paper definitely makes cleanup easy. You know, I have one more thing. I'll be right back. The little pick that came in the flowers. Just love it when they add these. And I'll put that right on top. Look at this. All sides. Isn't it pretty? Ooh, I just can't wait. Well, I better get busy with this prime rib. They'll be here in a couple of hours, and I hope you have a very Merry Christmas. Thanks for watching. Thanks for liking and sharing my videos. You're such a blessing to me. Again, Merry Christmas, everyone. And see you soon.
God our Father, we thank thee. We